Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw complete to the tight end Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Quick slant to Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
I'm do what you did.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there.
Oh, they weren't supposed to score either?
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Drake. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 9 carries, and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Number 84.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say.
Eddie Gennaro lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Bengals
extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
God damn, I'm kicking it down and it's still going down the
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by
it's still
much.
good
In
to
fact,
the dude.
just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a boot.
And the pressure gets to him again. Ashton Davis, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Come on, Nation
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
Goal, Cincinnati.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the first.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Well, right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10.
And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
At the 32-yard
play action. Here's Hurts. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second down, here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Hurts. This is Johnson. He's got it. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
They still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
What 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
4-yard attempt.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Now Austin Eckler on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
That's one thing I can never do. I can never return punts. The kicker comes. Play it.
So So here are the Bengals set to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football. I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Number 12, touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On the toss, Drake going left. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Taking it, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Defensively by Logan Ryan.
Burrow on play action. Completes it to Samuel. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
Yes.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And
Yes,
brought down,
definitely
but not
some
before
confidence.
reaching the 45-yard line.
When you feel like you can't do something, you do it.
First down, a gain of 13.
You feel like nothing can stop you.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But it's going to be second down.
Incomplete. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Hurts pass intercepted.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Over the middle here to Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Hurts. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Washington.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he...
It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Move. We got 4. We got 4.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first down, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
31.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.